I would also like to support the local content bill. This is timely and important, and I must thank the Member of Parliament for Laikipia for finally thinking about the local person. Mr. Speaker, far too many times we see multinationals come in this country and drivers, lift operators, borehole operators, they are from other countries. And I'll give an example, and not think about the big multinational organization. We have a lot of traders in this country, and an idea mentioned, especially the ones of Asian origin, who, whenever they set up a business here, they bring a lot of unqualified characters through the back door to operate machinery, to deal with shops in industrial area, to operate borehole rigs and things like that. I have first-hand experience in this. So what we are saying here is that anybody wanting to set up a business in Kenya must somehow integrate that business with whatever materials are available here, with whatever skills is available here. Mr. Speaker, this is important even to enable local businesses grow their capacity, because everything that a growing country like ours wishes for is basically invite local investors, but then gradually grow its capacity to produce the same goods, grow its manpower to be able to operate at the same level of skills. So when we have people coming here and they are even having drivers as foreigners, I don't think this is working very well. And Mr. Speaker, if you look at especially what is happening in the construction industry, where I think we are having a very, very sad situation. We have had some of the Chinese contractors are even bringing their own cement and steel. You know, they are importing things that can be made, here in industrial area. So how, as a country, are we going to industrialize? How are we going to get to Singapore? You know, when our Singapore has been hijacked by people out there who are just bringing things. But, Mr. Speaker, this bill must also be handled with a little bit of caution, because Kenya is a signatory to very many international trade organizations. And so we also want to ensure that we respect some of those international obligations that we have as far as trade is concerned. So that's something maybe Jane needs to think through. The other thing is that we must be careful not to send the wrong signals, because we don't want an investor, we are telling them, come and invest. But then, as you invest, there are all these conditions. One of the things that Kenya has managed to do very well with what we call the foreign direct investment has been that you have a fairly liberal, economy. We can repatriate profits easily. You can, do your thing, much more freely. So there must be a careful balance, that even as this one is done, it is not sending the wrong signal. So maybe one of the things that, Honorable Jane could consider is that this can be implemented gradually. 60% may be too much to ask on day one, especially on local materials. 80% of labor may also be too much to ask, from day one. And also we may need to classify. There are some industries that are very, very specialized. If today Boeing wants to come and start manufacturing aircraft here, it may take a number of years for us to really understand the technology of how this is done. So again, we may need to look at this bill and just ensure that we fine-tune it, so that especially it does not create chances for wrong signals to investors, and two, it also does not create chances for rent-seeking by local cartels. You know, Mr. Speaker, this is a country of cartels. So every time something like this happens, the cartels now want to say, since now you are a contractor, you have to give me the 60% of materials. So you may find politicians and other well-connected characters taking advantage of this, so that instead of it ending up helping the ordinary Kenyans that the Honorable Member for Laikipia seeks to help, it ends up enriching the same characters who are dealing with G2G, who are dealing with stadiums, who are dealing with, all these bombers, whereby it looks like there are some foreign investors, but it is the same characters who are, literally doing these things, just passing through the back door, and saying they are partnering with some foreign investment. So